I don't want to hear no more about where the run. I got one way to do it, and that's my way. So do it. That's what I like to hear. Love the fire, brother.
Hello. We're shooting in a new place.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's not new.
It's not new.
not
We've shot
new.
here before. It's
Shot
just a
here
new setup.
many times.
The
but
new situation.
It's a new table, and I don't have a foamy on my mic, so if you hear
Every breath
every breath,
he takes.
every breath
I know.
take.
Yeah, it's gonna be that type of episode.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
is it? ASMR.
ASMR where it's
It's
and like you tap and you like open bottles and
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm like an NPR radio guy. Where I talk really soft and slowly into the mic.
oh yes.
Book talk.
So tell us about your sweaty balls. We have Phil Schwetty here with the
Schwetty.
Schwetty Ball Company.
I feel like every time you want to laugh, you gotta
No, I'm
go
gonna be like,
ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha. We know
Yeah.
who wasn't laughing was Austin Dillon.
he was fired up.
He was fired up.
Yeah, fired up.
Fired up.
Team
Fiery.
Ready to go.
Speaking of fired up,
We got some grills.
grills.
Oh, I
Behind
didn't
us.
even
Yeah.
notice them.
You didn't notice them?
I'm
They're
kidding.
camouflage.
They blend in with the decor in the
I
room.
do like the colors.
Yes, it's Pit Boss Grills.
The colors
It's the
are nice. The official grill of
official
NASCAR.
grill of NASCAR. Fans can get these lovely grills on the internet.
I
You'll
don't know
probably
what
hear
to
an
do with my
ad.
hands.
You just start playing foosball.
Food.
For those of you that are listening on the iTunes,
yeah.
we've got a foosball table in front of
As
us
our
right
like
now.
A
desk.
little bit different setup.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm crazy about the chairs
Yeah.
we're in. They're just like they're
can't- and you can't
plexiglass,
lean
and you can't lean back. I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna fall backwards.
Yeah.
Don't fall into the grill,
Like-
Chuck,
It's actually fairly sturdy.
Yeah.
But I feel like
until
I'm on a
you tip
rodeo.
over. I'm just mad
And
you
I'm
didn't
sitting
make
on my
me
wallet, and I don't
breakfast
like
on the
it.
grill. Oh, put your wallet in there.
Lunch.
Yeah.
Actually,
Lunch.
Oh yeah, it is lunchtime almost. What time is it?
We will, at one point, it's in the near future, we will fire up these grills.
Yeah.
Fire.
And we will cook on these grills.
Yeah, I think we're trying to plan an episode. So
Yeah.
hopefully, do you guys cook? Do you cook? Kim is going to have to cook on a separate grill than us because we're not vegans and we don't eat that shit. So she's going to have her own
But I
dedicated little
eat-
tiny grill.
I eat meat.
You can like put it off to the side, like put a
I don't
divider.
want her
Partition.
vegan contaminating my meat.
Well, that's you put a little divider
Vegan
there,
is
a
the
little metal line.
future.
But still the aroma and the,
Yeah.
stuff that evaporates into the
The
grill.
future.
I don't want to do that. But we'll find out. I'm excited for that episode, though. I know we've been trying to plan it.
Oh yeah,
That
it'll be
means the
good.
grills have to stay here. So
I think we can take them out somewhere to do that.
We're working on a location.
a
We'll have a good
locale.
location.
right outside of the NASCAR building.
That would actually
Yeah,
be
we're
fun. Like
gonna-
on the NASCAR Hall of
Gonna
Fame
be
Plaza.
out. Yeah.
Hall of Fame, yeah.
Actually, that could be a fun.
That actually is not a bad idea.
We could have a big cookout, and people can come watch.
Can we get
but
a meat
no
sponsor?
food will be provided to them. We could get a meat sponsor.
we could get some meat to come in and
Maybe.
Call
yeah.
Amarola up.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, have them bring some
bring all
bacon.
the meats.
Yeah,
all
they
the
gave me
meats.
some bacon in Martinsville.
Was it
like
good?
Bacon and sausage and like patties and stuff. It was great.
Did they-
I love Smithfield bacon.
Did they do chicken too?
I don't know.
Like, is there a chicken sponsor?
Oh no, we got to bring the avocado sponsor back that Dave had.
Haas avocados.
Yes,
Yeah.
bring that back. All the fruits and vegetables. If there's a carrot sponsor that wants to
Isn't
bring me the
Chiquita?
veggies.
Isn't
Yeah.
Chiquita?
Chiquita,
They're
you-
gone.
They're gone.
We may need to.
We had hella bananas here for
Yeah.
a long time.
I think you can leave the Chiquita.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Chiquita banana stickers that are on it? Well, at least during the summer, I noticed there's like little like wellness tips on it, but it has pictures of bananas doing things. So like there was a banana doing push-ups on the sticker
bananas.
of the last one I bought. What are you doing?
Your boyfriend texted me and asked me what I was doing.
He always
And
does this and
he's a little
forgets that
busy.
we have a
What do you-
podcast. He's probably gonna make fun of me for talking with my hands if
Probably.
my hands were
Yeah.
Knife hands.
voguing.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if he had feet as hands?
Fetus hands.
Yeah.
Feet as hands.
Oh, I thought
or
you said
fetus
feet.
hands.
Yeah, like little babies for
It
hands.
is. We are off to a
Yeah.
great start.
I mean, the little foosball guys could be like, fetuses.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have like.
What? Feet as hands. Would you rather have hands as feet or feet as hands?
I'd rather have hands as feet. You have no use if you have feet on your hands. You can't pick up anything. You have no opposable thumbs. You have nothing. Mm-hmm. You'd just be walking around just like
You
this.
could walk upside down really well.
Yeah, but
Would
then
you have
what
hands
use is that?
as hands and hands as feet?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So,
got
like-
So
hands.
if you have hands as feet, you would have
You're
hands,
still
two sets of hands.
Four
you're
hands.
Then you're getting into the monkey category,
Right.
which they have great uses for
Oh,
their
that's
feet hands.
correct.
Climb trees.
Yeah, you know how much more efficient we'd be. Mm-hmm. Stupid design.
If we had hands as feet.
yeah,
We are flawed.
we're way flawed. That's
We
one of
are
the many things that we're flawed. at.
Evolutionary duds.
What's the point of eyebrows?
to show emotion?
Have you ever seen people like pictures
Without?
of people without eyebrows?
Yeah,
It's
no,
terrifying.
I mean, I know.
It's to show emotion.
Is it to show emotion?
I think there's certain cues that you or subconsciously pick up on that people are making with their facial expressions. Your eyebrows are part of that to warn you of like somebody being angry. Maybe they're going to come get after you.
I think you can kind of figure that out with like eyes, though. Just like
But try and do that without your if you didn't have your eyebrows. I don't know that it would be the same. You're like, do you have something in your eye right now? That's what I would. If you were
why
just
are you
like,
squinting?
why are you squinting?
Yeah.
The reason we have eyebrows
To
is
keep stuff out of our eyes.
rain, sweat, and all that out of our eyes.
Ah.
Just
So
like
the
the
people without
eyelashes.
eyebrows is like,
Yeah.
they're just getting yeah.
drenched.
Eyelashes do the same thing.
But eyelashes get in your eyes all the time.
You know what gets in your eyes?
What?
Smoke.
From the grills.
Smoke gets in your eyes. I really wanted, if we could have had like a little
People are going to yell at me watching this because they're going to be distracted by my fidgeting.
Yeah,
Stupid
well,
foos table.
it happens. But if we had like some dry ice or something in this grill right now,
Could act like it was
or like a
on.
fog machine.
Would be like,
billowing.
why are they have the grill on inside?
I think it'd be cool to do an episode in here with like fog the whole time.
Yeah, like on the ground.
Yeah,
Be
yeah.
Like a concert.
Yeah. Like a Halloween
scary,
episode. Yeah,
like a
yeah.
spooky episode.
We could do a Halloween episode.
Yeah.
We did a Halloween episode before, but we need to like up it.
We
Like
need a fog
yeah,
machine.
we did.
like a haunted house
Yeah.
episode.
Fog machine or dry ice?
and guests that dress up. Like people on the show, whoever we bring on the show, they have to dress up.
Yeah, who did
Suarez.
Suarez dress up
Suarez,
last time? I don't think
no.
he did. I think
No.
I don't think he got the memo though. Like he walked in and he was like, "Why are you guys dressed up?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were like, "Well, it's Halloween. No one told you." He's like, "No, no one told me." I'm like,
Nobody
"Okay."
told me.
And that was that. Who were you guys last year?
Last year, I don't think I dressed up last year.
Was that Dave?
You had you didn't dress up and you put a sticker.
Yeah,
Did I forget
Dave
to dress
from-
up?
No, you dressed up.
Did I?
I feel like you did.
I
Yeah.
don't remember.
You were Dale.
Play the
I was,
tape.
Doback.
I was Dale Doback.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good. It was a last
Oh
minute.
yeah,
last
and you
minute
brought like
find.
a wig or something.
Yeah, he had a fro wig.
Yeah.
It was pretty solid. I
That's
took
good.
the fro wig off though.
What are you
because
gonna be
it
this
was
year?
Itchy. I don't know. I was thinking Little Debbie.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
you talked about that.
Talked
Oh,
about that before.
oh, can somebody go upstairs?
That's what needs to happen right now is someone who's listening outside, maybe Burroughs, maybe Balmer.
Thank you for reminding us.
Go up to my desk.
We have a special package.
But behind the there's an exercise ball. We hit it because
That
we got
Chuck
a package
doesn't
from Little
use.
Debbie.
Right.
I do. I'm working on a tight core.
At the office?
Yeah.
What, do you
sometimes
sit
I'll
on
just
it?
sit there and
Do
just
you, not have a,
bounce.
do you not have a chair? Do you
The
just use your basketball?
juxtaposition, though, of an exercise ball next to a care package from
Little Debbie?
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's counteracting. You're gonna sit on the medicine ball.
I
for
am
your
hungry,
core.
so
I am hungry.
whoever.
I would like some. A fan gave me 2 boxes of Swiss cake rolls.
Really?
In Michigan.
A lot of glass holes in Michigan.
Tons. And Watkins Glen, actually.
Yeah.
We haven't seen you since Watkins Glen
Yeah.
because you decided to go to Knoxville Nationals instead. And we got so many fans angry, and we had to take the brunt of their
a lot of
anger.
people were mad.
They were like,
they're
he
like,
gets
"What?
into a scuffle and then
Oh,
he
buddy
doesn't
skips
show
out
up.
of the podcast. What a bitch.
You had that plan before, though, right?
Yeah, I was going to Knoxville. I
Yeah.
planned Knoxville for like months ahead.
Yeah.
I didn't plan on Jimmie and I
Getting
getting
roughed
into a
up.
spit spat.
You guys made amends, though.
Yeah, we're
you
fine.
shared some beers.
Made amends.
What kind of
Yeah.
beer did you bring him?
It's called the Governor,
The Governor.
and it's from New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
A buddy of mine gave me some local beers from New Hampshire. I did something for New Hampshire at the dirt track, and they were like, "Well, what do you want in return?" I was like, "Yeah, just give me some local beers."
Oh, that's
And
a
he brought
good
me
idea.
on Saturday, which was nice of him. And so I've been kind of drinking like
Slowly but
one,
surely.
like every
Yeah.
weekend, like trying out new ones. It's pretty good.
Cool.
They've been pretty good. They're
real-
tall boys too.
Tall boys?
Yeah, because I figured we were going to be talking for a while, so it's like I
Wow.
want to bring something over that's going to last.
Did you
longer.
get through the entire tall boy during the discussion?
did.
Okay.
We did.
Did you
That
start
sounded
another?
Good talk.
No, I only brought
Okay.
2. Those were my last 2.
Oh, okay.
So, they were good, and I brought him one. So.
Here's the beer.
No, it was
Here's a
good.
beer, Jimmy.
You guys had 2 guests on the show.
We did. We had.
You have such big shoes to fill. We had to bring in 2.
Right. I feel like I'm just like.
I
joint
feel like
testing.
I don't
about
know
to
what to do with my
dry hump the
hands. I don't know
corner of this thing.
what's happening.
What's going on? I got a text that said you can stand if you want to. If we want to stand.
No,
That's
that's just
even
going to be tiring.
more
Yeah, it's
awkward.
gonna be exhausting.
Yeah.
'Cause
I'm
then
like
I'm
trying
gonna
to get
wanna
my
play
posture.
foosball.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't
And we
wanna
need
do
a
that.
table for when we eat our Little Debbie care
We
package.
need a top over this.
Kim was talking about that.
Place yeah.
That's what I was saying.
It's like
And just a little hole right there, and you can still play.
but then
like-
you can't see.
Plexiglass.
glass?
Oh, like a plexiglass.
Yeah.
top? Yeah, but that's like you're not like in the game then. Like, what if a ball comes up, hits you in the face?
Does that happen often in foosball?
I don't think so.
I don't think that's ever happened in any foosball game I played.
It's happened in real
It happens
soccer,
in
but-
pool. Like I feel
yeah.
like when you play pool, the ball gets
Yeah, that's
shot
like
off the table more often
Yeah.
than foosball.
I don't know why this just popped in my mind. I saw a new movie last night.
Yeah.
Which one?
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
And
No.
Not.
See, I never liked the actual books because the drawings scared me.
Yeah,
the drawings?
Yes.
scared you?
They
The
were
covers are very creepy.
they were scary illustrations.
Like the weird like head with the pipe and the house on it.
Like
you know?
that.
Like the cover of the book.
The cover of the book.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Like that was the first, and then the actual not animations, but the drawings inside were also weird as
Yeah.
shit. Like
You can't lean back in these chairs.
No, you
You're right.
cannot
I like
lean back.
want it to have a back so I can be like, hey.
that's a scary story.
tumbled.
Kim falling off of
Yeah.
a chair.
So you said no,
No?
to that movie.
I didn't like it. I don't know, it's PG-13. It's a PG-13 horror movie. Like you can't do that. Come on.
Not
I
good.
don't know. I just wasn't a fan.
Yeah.
Was
I
that
would-
before or after you witnessed Bubba getting his first ink?
It was after we
Do you
went
guys
to dinner
all
and we
go
went
together?
to a movie.
Did you go together to the
Yeah.
movie?
Well, me, Bubba, and our London Reese is the
Oh,
tattoo
yeah.
artist.
He is
Tattooist?
dope.
Yeah,
he
he's
is,
he
he
does
seems like
a
a
good
cool
job.
guy.
Yeah, he's nice. He's based out in California, and he's done most of mine. And
So
they-
Bubba
they
got
flew
two
him in.
though, right?
Yeah, he
the
got
one
he got
like,
Richard, and then he got another one.
for his
Oh.
grandma.
One for his grandmother. Yep.
Nice.
So yeah, he got his money's worth.
Where
Did-
did he put the? I
I
saw,
saw the Richard.
Richard
And
was
the
was on-
grandma, the one's on the shoulder,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So if you see Daryl hit him on the right shoulder.
right shoulder.
I was interested why he chose where he put Richard's signature because he's going to be sitting.
That was curious to me.
On that
Put a little pad on it during the race.
Yeah,
and
it
sweating.
might be smudged up. Might not even be able to tell what it is.
How long do you have to keep it
Clean.
clean?
Something
I mean,
small like that,
for-
only for like he'll be fine by the time
Yeah.
we get in the cars because that's just a really small one. But they make these great. I have it on right now. I forget what they call it, but it's like
wraps?
it's not even a wrap. It's just like a really flexible, durable like
Plastic
sticker, plastic
Clear?
they put on it. Yeah, it's clear, and
Cool.
you leave that on for like 4 or 5 days. And you
Did
can shower with it. And
he?
stuff.
I saw the video, but did he? Was he a chicken when it came to the pain?
No, he sat well.
Okay.
He sat really well. I think the back of the leg was worse than the shoulder for
Yeah.
sure. Because that's a little tender. Like I got mine kind of.
Yeah, think
more
about being
inside of my
pinched like
leg.
on the back of your. Like, that hurts
Yeah.
me more than like a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got mine on the kind of inside of my leg here, and it was it tickled.
How long did it take?
That was the shortest one I've ever got. It was 30 minutes.
Oh, quick,
Because
easy.
she's not very big.
And she's not colored.
Yeah,
Full.
she has
she's
blue
like,
eyes. That's
oh,
about
she
the
has
only
blue
thing,
eyes.
but she's
she's
all
just
black.
black
yeah.
and white.
Yeah.
Have you
Or
seen some of those
skin color.
old
Yeah.
Betty Boop cartoons that are like real freaky? Like going to the Are You Afraid of the Stories to Tell in the Dark, whatever. There's like one of her going to hell. Betty
What?
Boop.
I don't
Yep.
remember that one.
Yeah, and then there's like a Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs one. They get shared on Facebook all the time, but it's like really trippy 1920s, 30s cartoons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see those. I must have saw the newer ones when I was
Yeah.
at
Where she does like
Grandma and
boop, boop,
Grandpa's
she-do,
house.
boop.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
adorable.
Yeah.
That's higher. I saw the picture, but when he's getting it done, you don't realize how high it is until you see how far his shorts are pulled up.
Yeah, it's high. Like, if he gets old and he starts to get a
Yeah.
saggy butt, like it might come right
It
up.
might cover. It'll just be petty. Which
Yeah.
petty did you get tattooed on you? I can't see the Richard.
All the petties.
All the
All
petty.
Lee.
Actually, I'm just
from the
petty.
grave.
That's all it is. So if you haven't seen it, go on NASCAR.com and you can watch Bubba Wallace get a tattoo of Richard Petty's signature on his
Props
leg.
to him for actually going through with it.
I was pretty proud of him for
I
sticking
want to
with
see
it.
more of that.
Yeah.
Not
He tried
from
to back
everybody.
out, though. I mean, he tried to back out.
You
Like,
can't.
he tried to, like, he was like, oh, it only works if it's within 24 hours.
Yeah, he
But he
did.
said that, like, the next day when it was
Yeah.
at, like,
He
35,000
added a
retweets.
disclaimer after
Yeah, you can't do
it
that.
happened.
Yeah, we already signed the contract. We knew the rules.
And
Should've
it's like
signed a
it's part of
contract.
his history.
Yeah.
Like he drives for Richard Petty. That's never gonna. I mean, it might change in terms of who he's driving for.
He
in
drives
the
for Richard
future.
Petty. That's never going to change. He's
But
going
I'm
to
saying,
drive
like,
for him
the
forever.
the fact that he has driven for
Yes.
Richard, like that doesn't change.
Yeah. And that was his. Was that his first Cup ride? I mean, like his first time in a
Yeah.
Cup card was in the 43 at Pocono, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So like
it
that,
was.
like to me, remembering that moment
Yeah.
would be, badass in and of itself. Like that photo that you guys took there at Pocono was.
He might be the first. Oh yeah, that photo.
Yeah.
The first driver to have another driver's signature tattooed on him, though.
Maybe.
Maybe.
First driver. Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
some fans.
Well,
with some-
that's what I'm saying. Fans have all sorts of signatures tattooed on them.
I get worried whenever a fan wants me to sign their body. I'm like, please don't get it tattooed.
You don't want it tattooed?
I don't want my signature tattooed. Now, the King is a different story.
Yeah.
But me, I'm just a
guy.
dude.
Okay. Let me ask this. In 30 years, could there be a driver that gets Jimmie Johnson's name tattooed on him?
Yeah, I can see it for sure.
It's a little different though. Like,
Is it?
does Jimmie gonna have a team?
I don't know.
I think what makes it special is that Bubba's driving for Richard. I don't see personally Jimmie Johnson owning a race team.
I don't know.
Hey, you
I'm
never
just-
know.
You never know.
You never know. You never know.
Johnson Motorsports.
Yeah.
You never know.
Johnson.
Big Johnson
He should
Motorsports.
team up with another Johnson, and it can be Johnson and Johnson.
Trademark.
I feel like they might have some issues getting
They
that
could be
one done.
sponsored though by Johnson
Sponsored by
and Johnson.
Johnson.
Johnson and Johnson race team sponsored by Johnson and Johnson. It's the Johnson and Johnson car. Are you talking about the owners? Or are you talking about the sponsor?
You're talking about both.
Yeah.
Right there.
It's a package deal.
Johnson and Johnson squared.
Well, maybe
which is
he
Johnson
goes in.
quadruple-
He goes in with Johnson and Johnson, and it becomes Johnson and Johnson.
like a
Yeah.
law firm.
Yeah,
Johnson, and okay, one more Johnson.
yeah. We got all the Johnsons
Why
here.
isn't
Johnson
Jimmie
and Johnson
Johnson
and Johnson.
sponsored by Johnson and Johnson? If I was a salesperson for Hendrick, I would be going after that hard in the paint. But I guess Unilever is one of their sponsors, isn't it? And isn't that a competitor of Johnson and Johnson?
Unilever? Lanolin? Are you saying Lanolin?
Unilever, lever.
Unilever? I think that's a completely different
You
thing.
know what I'm talking about, right?
Uno? You talking about Uno?
I do know what you're talking about. and
Chuck is faking because he knows exactly what I'm talking about, and he's acting like I have lost my mind.
I have no idea. I don't know what Unilever is.
it's a.
Now, Google to see if they are a Hendrick sponsor because I'm pretty certain they are.
Are they? I don't know. They are. They're Hirschfield Marketing Solutions. I typed in HMS. So Southern Whaling and Sealing Company.
I mean JRM, so essentially.
Wait a second. Were they? No. Were they originally the Southern Whaling and Sealing Company?
I don't know. We are way
We are way off
the-
topic.
Where's our
I don't-
package?
It's so here's
Speaking
so
of Johnson
here's
and Johnson's.
here's the fun thing that we're gonna do. I got a text about this.
Oh.
We're gonna wait
What?
until
Why?
the Facebook video. So if you want to see this
You're gonna.
unpackaging, you're gonna have to go and like the Facebook page.
You know-
the NASCAR group.
We're selling out. You're like being a big company right now. You're like, well, we know you really want this, but you got to do this for it.
Have you met NASCAR?
What
Yeah,
if
that's
they
true.
watch the big hack and they're
That's
like,
true.
I deleted
This is
my
the
Facebook.
official grill of NASCAR.
That's true.
We want Little Debbie to be the official snack cake of NASCAR.
Or at least of the glass
Of the
case
glass
of emotion.
case of
Like
emotion.
I'll just like a little bit.
A big thank you though to Little Debbie.
That
That
To
little-
Debbie?
little
Thank you, Debbie.
Debbie,
I don't
we
think
love
she's
you.
very little anymore. I'm sure she's pretty old.
Big Debbie.
Big.
I think she
Big
just goes
Debbie.
by either Debbie or
What if they got into the actual cake business and that was Big Debbie?
or Lil.
Lil Debbie.
Little Debbie.
Little rap career going on here. Lil Debbie. Lil D. I don't know if that would age
I
well.
don't.
No.
Yeah, that doesn't age
I don't
well.
think that would go well.
Yep.
Would you rather be Lil D or Big D though? Big D.
Probably Lil D. I think if you call yourself Big D, you're like, oh, that guy.
That guy's he's little D.
That
That's
guy's-
actually
that
little
guy's
D.
lying.
He's compensating
It's like
for
you
something.
meet a 400-pound dude called Tiny.
There was a guy named I
Smalls.
I dubbed him Tiny at the racetrack this week. There was a parking guy that every time we drove in, I was like, it's Tiny.
Tiny.
I don't know what his real name was. Probably Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was fun.
Harold.
Yeah.
Tony.
Harold. Tony.
What are you looking up right
I
now?
was looking up Little Debbie, which is actually McKee Food Corporation,
McKee.
based out of Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Hey.
Hey, we're in Tennessee this weekend.
Hey. So
I
it
think
is.
we should end though the actual podcast with us bringing the package out to again tease it just in case people fell asleep during that middle part, and then we end the real podcast
With a
with
Little
that
Debbie
tease,
cake.
and then do the Facebook thing.
Yeah, they were on. Little Debbie was on the 21 at one point.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. Now,
I need to get with Eddie and Len, see if they still have some contacts over there.
Yeah.
Little Debbie Corp.
Little Debbie Corp.
Debbie Corp.
Debcor.
Deb Corp. That sounds like
Deb.
a company that starts like the zombie
Is
invasion.
there
Deb Corp.
Debcorp.
an actual Deb E or Deborah?
Deborah.
Is
The
Little
untold
Debbie a
truth.
real person?
That's what I'm asking.
I'm sure she is.
Is Little Debbie still alive?
There's
Real
no way.
life Little Debbie is all grown up and doing well. Debbie McKee Fowler is the original inspiration for the Little Debbie logo and is currently the executive vice president of McKee Foods, the
Nice.
company created by her grandfather.
So the grandfather named the company after her.
Little Debbie,
What a
Little
guy.
Debbie. Yeah.
What a
Little
guy.
Debbie.
And there she is. There is Debbie,
That she
all
looked
grown
like,
up.
She has the same hairstyle as when she was young.
She had pigtails.
No, it's
No,
just
like
like
a little, like a-
bob.
Oh.
Would you call that a
Little-
bob?
Like a curly bob.
Curly
I
bob.
wonder if Debbie-
Curly Bill. This is
I
little.
want some
Oh,
curly,
there's
curly
Debbie.
fries.
Deborah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She's
Hey,
still got her
Deborah.
hair like that.
Yeah.
Deborah.
I'm not going to tweet that out, but you can Google it. Google Little Debbie. Is she still alive?
She's a real person.
And
Thanks,
this will pop up.
Deborah.
Alive and well. She's vice president.
She is alive and well.
Doing well. She's raking it in.
She's real cute. With a little tyke.
little gal. So with Little Debbie fruitcakes, snack cakes.
I thought you were
I
going
was trying to transition. I was trying to transition to another topic.
Which one?
Which one?
Well, I was going to go to the first one on the list about the scientist in Chernobyl.
Was it
Talking about food, though?
Chernobyl?
Yeah.
Did you read?
The vodka.
I saw something really great about food yesterday.
Yeah?
Is that Chick-fil-A is going to start offering mac and cheese?
Mac and cheese.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Dude, change
I
the
think
game
the one
up.
in South End on South Boulevard is selling it. I think. I can't
I don't
guarantee
know.
that.
I don't know.
Yeah,
know
it's
where we're
their
going for
first like side dish since I don't know,
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 years.
I'm still on the Bojangles train with the.
Do they have? do
No,
they have
the
mac and
pimento
cheese, though?
cheese. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
they started doing pimento cheese.
And we talked about it last week when
I
you
don't
weren't
like
here.
warm pimento cheese is the problem. I like cold pimento
Oh,
cheese.
yeah. Yeah, for sure.
It's like warm on the biscuit though.
Oh, no, I like cold.
Dude, I'm telling you. I told her.
I
Give
tried
it a
it.
shot. Open mind.
I told you.
Did
I
you
tried
try
it.
the Cajun filet
No,
biscuit with the pimento
no.
cheese? Okay, that's all I'm saying. I'm gonna keep pushing this agenda
Yeah.
until you try it.
I still enjoyed the Chick-fil-A like sliders the most.
The
You ever had
minis.
the slide? No.
Chicken minis?
No, they were no.
Oh, they were only out for
They
a
were
little
bigger
bit.
than the mini, smaller than the biscuit. And they're like the perfect
They were like,
size.
you know, like the strips. It was like this a strip size piece of chicken
Oh,
instead
yeah,
of like
yeah,
a
yeah,
nugget
yeah,
or
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah,
fillet.
big piece of chicken, and it was the same bread, like the honey bread they used in
The biscuit or the minis.
minis. And I don't know why they canceled it. They were awesome.
Trying things out. It might not have.
I
Well, the mac and cheese is back, and they make it every day in the restaurant. It's not like frozen.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's what
there's
Chick-fil-A
three.
does.
It's 3 different cheeses.
Gosh, you got me in the mood for Chick-fil-A. Someone sent me
Although
a
our
$10
boss is
gift card to
taking us
Chick-fil-A.
to lunch.
Yes, we're gonna go somewhere
So
expensive.
yeah, we're not going to Chick-fil-A.
We're gonna ball out, dog.
We's about to go down to the Ruth's Chris.
You guys got 2 first names. Roots Chris.
I could not eat that for lunch if I wanted to.
I
It's
love
so
Roots
heavy.
Chris, man.
Go to Ted's Bob.
Ted's Bob.
Yeah, it's like Ruth's Chris, but with chicken.
Bob and Ted's
Are
Ted's
you
Bob.
being-
Yes, I'm being serious.
Epic Adventure.
No, I'm not being serious.
I don't know with you, Chuck.
I know.
It could go either way.
I know.
I know. So,
So
know.
crazy. I had a monster today.
I'm crazy.
I'm in the crazy mood.
Crazy.
2 NASCAR guys just said, "Do you want to go to lunch with us?" But it's not our peeps.
Oh,
Oh, is it Patrick and Rob?
Yeah.
How did I guess?
are they
didn't-
watching?
They didn't invite
Do
me
they know
to
we're here?
lunch. Patrick and Rob.
Thanks, guys.
Dropping my paper.
Yeah. We should talk about this Chernobyl vodka though.
Is
Did you
it
see that?
Chernobyl?
They made some vodka from elements harvested in the exclusion zone.
And you drink it and die, probably.
Well, they say that the distilling process and the filtering takes out some of the a lot of the impurities, so it is at a safe level. But you know, I don't know if I drink it. Would you drink it? Would you drink atomic vodka?
No. No.
They used grain and water from the exclusion zone. It's the first consumer product to be.
F no. Not-
Would
that's
you
not
buy a bottle of it and
How
not
much-
drink it?
Keep
How
it
much?
sealed up?
Yeah.
How much is it?
Yeah. How many rubles is it?
Rubles. It was actually scientists from the University of Portsmouth in England, I believe.
Rubles?
Yes.
Rubles?
Let's see how many. Scientists at Portsmouth and the Ukraine, 30 years. Doesn't say how much the
It's
researchers
free.
insist it's safe to drink. And they're going to give 75 cents per, like 75, what is it?
Dollar.
75
Per
rubles.
75% of the profits. It says 75%. Yeah.
Percent.
Yeah. Instead of percent, it's per cent.
They're
Interesting.
Russian.
Yeah. Russians of the profits are going back to the communities affected by
Okay,
the
yeah, I'll buy a
disaster.
bottle then.
So it's going to be
yeah.
like, so they're going to donate probably like $10 because
Yeah.
no one's going to buy a bottle of it.
I feel like
I
a
think
lot
a
of people would
l-
buy a bottle of it. I don't know how many people would actually drink it.
I think a ton of
It'd be
people.
neat to have it. I would probably buy it and display it.
You would
Yeah.
try it.
and then
wouldn't you?
one night, if you're really messed up, you're
Yeah.
like, let's try that.
Let's see if we get superpowers by drinking
Yeah.
this.
Or just like
or just die.
Cancers. Yeah. Because that's
Just
nothing
I
to
would
laugh
think
at,
the
but-
distilling process though gets rid of any sort of malicious.
Really?
yeah.
I would think.
When you
So-
distill something, a lot of the impurities stay in the waste of the product. So you're going
What you
to
don't want to drink is the the waste
Yeah.
produced by the distillery.
Yeah, they just dumped that in the
for that
water.
Chernobyl.
Yeah, they put it
Vodka.
back in.
They put it back
Yeah.
in Chernobyl.
Yeah. In
And then they
Chernobyl.
churned it.
You don't drink vodka. Vodka drinks you.
It'd be neat to have it.
Yeah. I want to see what the label's going to end up looking like. I don't
What
know
if they
put
make
a-
it just like an arc reactor? Or like a... that would just be like bad.
Yeah. The bottle is a reactor.
Yeah. It's shaped like
That's a
one.
bear. That's not a
I
bottle
see that,
of vodka.
but why are you watching a bear?
Because it's in the article for the Chernobyl vodka. It's just a normal bottle of vodka.
No, nothing special
Nothing
about it?
special on the label except it says atomic.
I could see those getting bought out, and then people
Yeah.
are paying like double and triple on
Mm-hmm.
eBay and
Good
stuff for
investment.
them.
Buy like 10 bottles.
And then sell them on
Yeah.
eBay.
Sell them on eBay.
Boom. That's how we're going to make profit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you just get them, drink them, put water back in them.
Like you
Different.
did
You
when
used
you
to
were
do when you were a
young.
kid.
Yeah, when you were
Yeah.
a kid.
When you
Until your parents put it in the freezer to chill it and it froze.
froze. Yeah.
That's how they get you.
Not smart.
Speaking of not smart things, did you see the Israeli lunar lander that spilled the tardigrades? I don't know if I'm
What
saying
are-
that.
what's a
didn't know-
tardigrade?
I didn't know Israel had a space program, to be honest with you, when I read that.
didn't know that
I
either.
had no idea.
They what are they called? They're called the what is it? Water bears.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they can survive
scary.
for years without food or water,
Which
and
is
they're
crazy.
now on the moon.
And they look like aliens. And I texted to Chuck
Yeah.
if the past, present, and future are all actually happening at the same time in different dimensions. What if these are aliens? So humans are actually responsible for putting aliens into outer space.
Vicious cycle.
Yeah.
Self-fulfilling
I'm
prophecies.
going to go out on a limb and say they died as soon as they were exposed.
Well, they can live without food and water for a long time, though.
Yeah, but it is in outside space.
They
But
look,
that's what they have. Like, I guarantee you, the reason they were taking those up there
Is to see if
was
they
to see if they
survive.
would survive in space. So
because they can survive so many
yeah,
crazy things on the Earth.
So they just sacrificed water bears.
Water bears. What does a water bear do? Just
rolls
like,
around in the water and is like, "Hey, I'm a water bear."
but is it in like
They ride-
rivers, streams, lakes, oceans?
They like ride unicycles. And
Wear-
like eat honey
wear
and stuff.
party hats?
Yeah. No, they're like I remember buying them as like a kid. You can buy them like a pack as a kid.
Like space monkey,
Like
space monkeys,
space monkeys? Yeah.
sea monkeys.
Sea mon- I thought
These are space monkeys. They're water bears.
I had sea
I thought it was
monkeys
the
as a
same thing.
kid.
Yeah.
Are they the same thing? That's what you need to Google. Are sea monkeys and water
water
bears
bears
the same thing?
Because sea monkeys die.
Sea monkeys are not even alive, I don't think, when you get them.
Sea monkeys
all a big trick.
and water bears. I don't think they're the same thing at all.
No, okay.
No.
So like as a kid, you couldn't buy like a water bear.
It's brine shrimp. The sea monkey is brine shrimp. That's somebody's calling you.
God,
Hey, how do they not know
stop.
that?
Chill.
Flowing me up, jeez. I'm just like, God, get off my sack.
I also don't understand why it says it could be this person or three others.
I have no idea. It's my sister, but it says Aaron Blaney or
Or.
3 others. I don't know. What the hell?
3 other Aaron Blaney's in your phone?
I guess.
Yeah.
Common name.
Yeah.
And I know 4. So
Well, there you go. Breaking news
I'm
here
just
on
a
Class Case.
She was in Knoxville with you. What was the highlight of Knoxville? We know. Jeez. downhill from here.
It is.
It was already off the rails.
Wouldn't it be weird if you were dating somebody that was like the same name as your sibling or your mother or something?
What's his name? Pitcher from Madison Bumgarner. Dated a girl named Madison Bumgarner.
No way.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
Yes.
remember this
Yes.
story.
Yes, she's from the same hometown. So
That
there's-
wouldn't be as weird as
But there's an
dating somebody with
outside
your
chance that
sister's
they're
name.
related.
But they're
An
named the same
outside
person?
chance.
Well, it's a girl named Madison Bumgarner
Yeah,
and a
right.
guy named Madison Bumgarner.
Yeah.
And,
If you were at the same last name, that's racist. But you'd better go on Ancestry.
You better.
same
you better
last
get
name,
that spit tested.
same hometown, same high school.
Yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah.
I remember
Okay,
the story.
now
I
that's
don't
a
remember
little
that.
weird.
They are separated at birth. They're actually
No,
twins.
they're not. Dated.
They are twins. And twins.
What if there's a big family secret?
I mean, it's not.
Do they look alike?
Kevin Bumgarner lived across the street from Baptist Church in Hudson, adjacent to cemeteries where Adam Bumgarner, Barbara Bumgarner, and Calvin Bumgarner, and Delilah Bumgarner. There's a lot of Bumgarners in.
We don't need to read all that.
Yeah,
Maybe they're like distant cousins.
they probably are.
But
We're
it's
all
still
distant
weird.
cousins.
Yeah.
That's true. We all related.
Yeah,
We all the same.
yeah. It probably goes back. It was like probably great grandfathers
Probably
were
Adam and
cousins, and then it
Right.
splits off from there. So you're
But
far
they
enough
just
removed.
Kept the same last name.
Yeah, because the
Family-
male,
the
yeah,
trees, males' names.
it's like
you keep,
branches.
But nowadays, males sometimes don't keep their last names. They put another name behind their last one.
Hyphenated.
Well, like sometimes like there could be like
They get married and they
Coon
use both.
Blaney,
Yeah,
like
they use
Blaney
both names. What, Chuck?
Is Joey gonna take Coon as his
He
last
has
name?
joked that he would take it because it's easier to spell and say than Denowitz.
Denowitz.
Denowitz. Yeah.
But Joey Coon Dinowitz, I think that would
Would it
be.
be Joey Coon Denowitz or Joey Denowitz Coon?
Coon. That's a good question.
I think your
I don't know, would you
partner's
put a
last
hyphen?
name is after.
Yeah, but I think Coon Dinowitz like flows a little bit
Also,
better.
do we flip?
Then
So
what's
if we
Coon?
Dinowitz Coon.
so if we got married and shared last names, would we choose one to do together, or would he be Joey Denowitz Coon and I would be Kim Coon Denowitz?
Now that's just getting
That's-
confusing.
yeah.
That's just
Confusing.
I don't know. People do that.
Or we could just take all
Which
the
is
letters
fine,
of
I don't
each and
care.
mix them up and create a new last name.
I think whoever has a cooler last name, you should take that last name.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I think it's kind of neat.
The last line of this Bumgarner article said, "Bumgarner also once killed a rattlesnake and saved a baby jackrabbit it had already swallowed."
Sure.
Oh.
Yep. Madison
Interesting.
Bumgarner.
I don't think so.
Gave his wife a cow.
If you were a dude and married somebody, we may have talked about this already. We've done this for so many years, I can't keep track. If you were a dude and married somebody super famous, would you take their last name?
No.
Like if you married Oprah Winfrey, I couldn't say it.
Winfrey?
Winfrey.
I think it'd be kind of cool to have that.
Or like
last name.
Jennifer Aniston. Would you be Chuck Aniston?
That just sounds
Or-
like a badass name, though. Hi, I'm Chuck Aniston.
Also,
You sound like a
Bush
midnight anchor.
Aniston wedding.
With sports.
Bush Anderson.
Chuck Aniston.
I think that'd be kind of neat. I don't know.
I've lost. Or is it a bigger compliment for her to take your last name?
That would be a big compliment right there if Jennifer Aniston got bushed.
Hey,
Bush.
cool.
Cool. Next article.
So let's stop talking about fantasies here for a second.
If you
And talk
married
about-
if you married a girl with the last name Whack, you guys should combine it.
Chuck Bushwhack. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are there any girls out there with the last name? I cannot talk today. With
No,
the
you
last name.
can't.
I got up really early. I got up at 3 a.m.
3 a.m. You must be lonely.
For the news.
Anyway, any girls with the last name Whack or Whacked, call Chuck up. He's looking
Whacked.
for a date. I think.
Bushwhacked. Bushwhacker.
Bushwhacked.
Yeah.
The bushwhacked wedding. You know when you see the signs? That
Does
would be
anybody
fun
even
to
have
sign.
that last name, though? Whacker?
Whacked?
Whacked. Well,
We have a
I think
Wackerlin at MRN. A Jeff Wackerlin.
I think there's a plethora
guy.
of interesting
There are so many last
names.
names.
out there.
I would be surprised if there wasn't a Whack or a Whacked.
Lex.
Whacked.
Maybe they've changed it. They're like, I don't want to be called. You know what the grief you get as a kid going through grade school and be like, whack, whacker,
Whack. Go whack off.
go
Try-
whack off, Mr. Whack.
Try having Haywood as a middle name.
Haywood.
It's not that bad. Haywood. Well, I mean, Haywood plus the last name Bush.
I got Haywood.
Charles Haywood Bushwhacker.
You have Wood and Bush in your name.
I got Charles Haywood Jablomi.
That's pretty clever for
Yeah.
kids.
For
yeah,
a
that would.
kid?
Yeah. I mean, this was probably like middle high school era. Yeah.
Hey, would you blow
Hey,
me?
would
Hey, would
Joe
you
blow me?
Yeah.
But that's how'd they figure out your middle name though?
Well, I mean, when you've known people pretty much
Yeah.
since
You told 'em.
kindergarten. Well, the teachers also, like, when you're doing stuff in school, they say your full name every now and then. And it's written down in a lot of places,
It
report
is.
cards,
Right.
you know.
Sometimes if you got a monogram, you seem like the monogram type. They're like, oh, what does H stand for?
What does that mean? You seem like the monogram type.
Could you not see Chuck having a monogram somewhere on something of
Chuck
his?
H. Bush. It sounds like you're a writer.
Yeah.
Like F. Scott Fitzgerald. Why F. Scott Fitzgerald?
That could be C. Haywood Bush.
Yeah. C. Haywood Bush.
I told you. I've told you what I want to name my if I have a daughter, what I want to name her, right?
Oh God,
Ophelia.
Ophelia
Bush.
Yeah.
That's a pretty name though.
Yeah.
Ophelia.
Or if it's a son, Oliver.
Oliver Bush.
I love Bush.
Oliver
Put
Bush.
that on the board.
Yeah. Quote.
I love her. Oh, I didn't put the her part of it
Yeah.
into it.
Oliver
I
Bush.
just went straight to I love Bush.
That'd be Olive.
Olive.
Yeah.
Olive Bush.
Yeah.
Oliver.
Olive lamp.
Olive lamp.
All
Yeah.
right. Rails are over here and we're here.
No, the rails
we
are right
We
here.
are outside.
Yeah.
We're outside. I'm
It's-
hungry and I want little Debbie's.
And we can't grill right
We
now.
can't grill.
'cause
We have
we're indoors.
We got all the makings for food. I don't want to play foosball right now.
We got the makings for a party.
Yeah.
Careful, my phone's there.
Yeah. So we're
We
playing
got all the
and
makings.
goal.
A
Point
for a
it off.
party,
Shirt off
except
time.
for the booze.
Point Blaney.
Yeah.
What else we got here that we can talk about here on this podcast?
Oh, the not safe for work McDonald's cups. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry.
Kim's just trying to hurt Blaney with the
Not
pole.
safe for work
Did you see these?
cups. No.
Okay. So it's a series of cups,
When they have liquid in them, they're not bad. But when they are
and if
empty,
you're holding them straight up, they're not bad.
but if you hold them at an angle,
But if they're at an angle,
there were two designs. That one, and then that one. Look at his face.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
so
he's so
happy.
happy.
Google this out there, people
Yeah.
listening to the podcast.
I mean, maybe I'll tweet it.
Hey,
Okay,
know.
tweet it.
a guy who made those cups
Wanted
knew
to
what
have
he
a
was
little
doing.
fun.
He knew what he was doing, and he couldn't believe it when McDonald's signed off. Like, yeah, those are good cups.
Those are great.
He's like, you serious?
I bet he also presented them with fluids in it.
Yeah, maybe.
So that
maybe
you
not.
couldn't-
I'm sure they had to inspect the cup. They just kind of missed the angle.
Or
I
maybe
guess.
they're just like, you know what? We want people to get a little chuckle
Yeah.
after they finish their beverage.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep it this way.
Those remind me of like the nudie pens, like when you
Yeah.
Yeah,
back in the
it's
day,
And then
like
they
you
would
be
flip 'em.
naked?
Yeah, it's like
Or the glasses where on the outside the girl's dress, there's like these vintage like 60s and 70s glasses, and you flip on the inside of the cup, they're naked. Yeah.
See, that's a little
Little
fun.
yeah.
little fun they used to have back in the day.
Well, funsies.
Well, you don't have that back now.
We have the internet. You know, like we
Lest
don't
we
need
might
like
offend
novelty
somebody.
pins that like reveal, like a tiny little nipple.
It's much more fun that way.
We've got the internet.
But it was like it was just a status thing, man.
Yeah.
Like, I got this pen, and when I turned it upside down, the boobs fall out.
I did have a pin that had the Batmobile on it that would like the Batmobile would go this way and then
Yeah.
go back.
Oh, that's cool.
There were
Like,
a lot of those.
This fun stuff. We don't appreciate things like that anymore, man.
No, the simple things.
Is it because we're adults?
No, because adults loved those things back in the day too.
It's like scary movies aren't like.
Everybody just
people
cares
are so
about
mad
technology.
about scary movies now. Like they're like, oh, that's nothing.
It's
Like,
like-
you watch old scary movies like from the 80s, like they're terrible,
Yeah.
right? Because
Sci-fi?
We're like
Kitschy.
so like it or it. Well, it back then didn't really seem scary. It could have been, but like the Thing, back when they made it, like I'm sure that was terrifying. But you watch it now, you're like, this is the dumbest thing ever.
Because
could you imagine?
we're desensitized.
Yeah. Could you imagine if Transformers came out like 40 years ago?
Like the
People would,
cartoon?
lose their minds. No, like the live action. Like,
Oh yeah. If the level
like the
of
Shia LaBeouf. Well, if you went back in time, I'm gonna bring a DVD of Transformers back to like the 60s and
Yeah.
show it to people, and they're gonna lose their
Mind.
minds.
it's like Star Wars and
Yeah, the technology changes.
2001: A Space Odyssey. Like
Right.
those were like game changers when
Yeah.
it came to
Graphic or like
Jaws.
technology. Jaws was a game changer.
And Jaws
Super
by accident.
special effects.
By accident, Jaws was a game changer because the
Yeah,
shark didn't work for the first like couple months of filming,
and actually cut the person.
and it makes it scarier though that you don't see it.
Yeah,
until the very end.
Oh, I don't think I knew
no, never mind.
that.
Yeah.
I was talking about one where the shark was maybe it was Jaws 2.
Yeah.
But, like it malfunctioned and a chick was like actually getting
Ooh.
torn up
Eaten? Ew.
and like, but yeah, so she was actually like screaming,
I-
like, this is bad. But they were like, oh, great acting.
Didn't know that tidbit.
No, yeah. In the first Jaws, like the mechanical shark, Bruce was the mechanical shark's name.
Is that
Hello,
why
Bruce.
why
Yeah.
Bruce is called Bruce in Finding Nemo? The shark?
Probably.
Connecting dots here.
Another mind blower.
But yeah, it definitely, like, it didn't work. And they were, like, worried because it was like, oh, my God, this shark doesn't work. We spent all this money on this. And then it actually, I think, looking back, makes it even better that you barely see the shark. You just see the shadow.
Yeah.
You see, like, that sort of, I think that makes things scarier when you don't actually see
Because you're using
the,
your imagination more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why reading books is so good because you
Yes.
make it up on
Scary
people.
books.
I'm reading
I
a new
hate
book
reading
right
scary
now.
What are you
books.
reading?
That's all I read is scary books. I'm reading called The Outsiders. It's not like scary. It's like it's a,
Like,
Like the old school,
outs- like-
outsiders?
like
the
Stay Golden, Pony Boy?
no, The Outsiders, but
C. Thomas Howell?
Stephen King wrote it. It's a newer one.
Oh.
It's pretty good. So far, I'm only like halfway through.
It's an interesting, like, why would you name your book The Outsiders when there's
Well, it's The
already a
Outsider.
famous...
The Outsider. Okay.
Outsider.
Yeah, single person. So yeah, it's pretty good. But those are really the only like books I like to read. Keeps me involved.
Okay. Do you ever get scared reading them?
No, not with books. No.
Scary.
No. These are on backwards.
Yeah? So, well,
They're backwards.
how's it backwards?
What do you mean?
The curvy end should not be hitting the ball.
You think?
No.
They can't
Well,
really see that on
think
the...
about
well,
it.
No, they can't. They
Both
can't if
ends
they're on the show.
hit the ball.
No, but like to go forward, I think you'd want maybe not.
For the fans listening to the
But like
podcast
you got
on
this
iTunes,
red one, and it's got that way hitting the
Talking
ball
about the
on
foosball
offense.
table?
Oh, yeah. You would
Then,
think
like-
the scoop would want to be...
But I don't know. The scoop is in the back though. They're the back guys. Okay, the rest of them are right. But this one is the scooper. I don't know foosball.
The pooper scooper?
I don't know. It's angled
There's also
weird.
different grips on each of the handles, which I'm
I
confused
think
about.
this is just like a
Jankety.
jankety, like just thrown together.
kind of like this podcast.
Yeah.
I just coughed right at you.
You
Jeff.
did. I felt the cough hit
I didn't
my
know where to.
my
I didn't
arm.
know where to cough. I didn't want to cough into the mic.
Thanks. That's
Cough
good.
on the foosball table.
You could cough at Bristol. Well, you can't because you won't be
I
in
won't,
Bristol.
actually.
You'll
I'm
be
not
in
going to
Bristol.
I'll be there. I'll be there up in that place.
Bristol.
Why won't you be there?
I just don't have to work it. I'll be here.
Yeah.
Got the weekend off.
So you were in Michigan,
Yeah.
and I was walking up to my car Friday or Saturday during, before practice, and you were like facing the other way. And I got up to you, and I was gonna do something to scare you or something, but I remembered that you would look exactly like someone else who works at MRN.
Hannah from behind, yeah,
And so
with
I was
blonde
like,
hair.
and I could only see the back of your head, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna risk that.
That would've
because
been funny.
It would have been probably not
It
you.
was me,
It was
though.
definitely you.
Yeah.
Because then I walked by and I was like, oh damn. But I was like, that would be awkward because I don't really
It
know.
would be awkward. It would be
her at all.
funny awkward though.
It would be funny and awkward. I would probably feel bad
Oh well, you should have done it anyway.
because
Next time, do
I was
it.
looking to collapse the knees.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I would
would
have taken a tumble.
I was thinking to collapse. I think that'd be.
It would. I would have
funny.
laughed.
I would have helped you back up.
You know, I'm good for any of that.
But yeah, but Bristol, you'll be there.
I will not.
So you can do it. Oh, Chuck.
There's no one going to Bristol.
I love Bristol. I'm gonna be watching from home and cheering
Yeah.
and drinking a nice adult beverage.
Ah, yes.
I may be somewhere else in the country covering some racing. I don't know yet. Still.
Well, Chuck.
As a field
secrets.
producing
you have
What
a.
kind of?
we're working on a documentary. So I may be heading
Chuck,
somewhere.
Okay.
Just, we'll see. We'll
different
see.
part of the country.
Yeah.
Give us a clue.
Or another country?
No, this country.
Oh, this country.
Yeah.
Give us a
I
clue.
don't have my passport. So
You don't have a
No,
passport?
I had one, and
It's gone.
it expired,
Ah.
and I have to go through the whole process again because it was more than 15 years.
Oh, that is
yeah.
all on you.
Yeah, I know.
What happens if your work wants to send you all of a sudden? They're like, hey, Chuck, we got to send you to Canadian Tire Motorsports Park.
Say sorry, I don't have my passport.
And they say, you're fired.
Cool.
Still don't have a passport.
Still don't have a
By the way,
passport.
these handles are like dirty.
Yeah, don't touch them.
These are dirty handles.
Dirty.
Dirty.
Ooh,
Dirty handles.
dirty handle. You can't tell us what part of the country?
West of here.
You. Mark it down.
We made it almost the whole
I
show,
had
Kim.
to. What a jerk move.
Well, I think you can mark out somewhere like the Northeast.
Yeah, there's a lot
There's
of-
some places that are east of here, way up there.
I mean, I could have been going to Myrtle Beach. I don't know. Darlington's
Yeah.
east of here. Rockingham.
There are a lot of places west of here.
Yeah.
There's more places west of here than there are east of here.
This is true.
Well, no,
This
you
is
got
true.
like Europe to the east of us.
He
It's
doesn't
also
have his
wet.
passport, though. That doesn't count.
Europe.
Well,
East
maybe
depends how you look
Actually,
at it.
technically, Europe could be way west of here if you just keep going.
You just keep going around the.
do I
Around the
really
earth.
need a passport to get to Europe? What if I like smuggled away on like a ship, like in ye olden times?
Ah, yes.
Stowaway.
Yes,
You
yes,
know,
yes,
it would
yes,
work.
yes.
I don't know,
Can
like
you
hiding
get-
the
can you-
food barrels.
Can you board
in
a
the-
ship? Just a ship that's going to sail on its own? And
Like a cargo ship.
like
no,
like a
just
pirate
like
ship?
if you had a ship that you thought could make it across the ocean, do you have to tell anybody? You know how like the FAA needs to know your flight patterns?
Well, I think if you
Is there a
you're crossing international
oceanic?
waters.
I know, but who do you tell?
Harbor masters,
Who
like
do you
you're letting the
tell?
harbor masters know that you're coming into the port. Like there's all kinds of protocol when you're dealing with like
I
international
bet you
shipping.
could sneak into a port.
Well,
Just
you
hide out in a
could.
storage in a shipping boat vessel,
But then
It's
you
called
would be
smuggling.
stuck there without
Like-
a passport.
which is illegal.
Yeah,
Then you just gotta smuggle your way back.
yeah. You
But
gotta
is it
avoid
smuggling?
the Coast
Is
Guard.
it smuggling when you're smuggling yourself?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
How about the dude? Speaking of smuggling, the gang leader who tried to escape from prison dressed up as his
Oh,
daughter.
did you
Yeah.
see the?
I saw the video.
Yeah.
Creepy. Like how he thought that was gonna work
It wasn't gonna work.
is beyond
I
me.
also
Didn't
want to
work.
know. I didn't see in the story if the daughter was a part of it. Like, did she bring him the mask?
She came to visit him.
I know, and he was gonna leave her there.
Yeah,
What a bad
I
dad.
think he was just gonna wait for like 2 hours. Then she was gonna walk out and be like, "Oh yeah, I forgot something." You just walk back out.
yeah. I mean, like they're not gonna.
Yeah.
I mean, now they might keep her because she was involved in an
Yeah.
attempted escape
It's
attempt.
super
Attempted
creepy.
Escape attempt. Yeah.
Yes.
But I don't know how he thought that this mask would fool anyone.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, if you walk by really fast, I don't know what I've never visited a prison.
I've never visited.
I don't know what the
that.
protocol is when you're leaving. I'm sure there's big check-in things you have to go through. But like, if you're just exiting, do they do like an extensive like, who are you?
Yeah,
Let me
I don't
see
know.
your like.
And this was in Brazil.
your driver's license.
So, like, I don't know what Brazilian prisons are
Ah,
like.
yes.
Like, even if there's a protocol in America, it might not be the same in Europe or Brazil. So.
Yeah, I will say he has very feminine feet, so he could have gotten away with it if you just looked at his feet. He must
Should've
have just
wore
had a
just-
pedicure. Look
That's
at
what
his
they're
feet. Do they not look pretty dainty?
I hate feet.
I did
I
too.
I remember that.
I did not like feet.
The
I don't want to
feet.
stare at the
Can we
feet.
get those little W's?
Can we get them little W's now?
I'm so hungry.
My tummy's rumbling.
Yeah.
I've had a banana today. That's all I had.
That's
I've had
bananas.
a bite of pasta.
Bananas.
Bite of pasta?
We made us the pasta on the news. Pasta with shrimp scramps.
How is pasta and shrimp at 5 in the morning?
It was so delicious. It was actually more like 8 o'clock.
Oh.
Mama Carada's made it, and it was. It's been a while since I've had actual good pasta. It was only like a bite too.
When-
That's why I need a little Debbie because I'm hungry.
I need little Debbie now.
I'll probably only have a bite of that because I can't. That will give me a sugar high.
You sugar high?
Sugar high.
That's like all of my caffeine that I've been ingesting today. I had a Monster for the first time in like 2 years.
Which kind
so
of monster did you?
It was the orange.
Ooh,
sugar-free
That was
one.
your choice. Yeah. You went with orange.
with orange.
I don't like any orange soda drink
Oh, I love
besides
orange
orange
drink.
juice. Just straight up orange juice, fresh squeezed
Pulp? No pulp.
pulp.
Oh. Well, I'm
Just
not
a
gonna lie to
little,
you.
not like extra pulp.
I'm not
Just
gonna
a
lie to you. I like
regular
orange juice, but I don't know what pulp is.
It's,
What is pulp?
It's the
innards of the
yeah,
orange.
Like when you eat an orange, you know the little
Just like
little
we got-
white,
not the white part,
No,
but like
it's
the
the little
stuff,
flesh.
the fleshy stuff
it's like
of the.
It's part of the flesh of the orange.
like the actual orange.
Like when you
slices
cut
that
the
you eat.
orange and the part that you eat.
It's
Yes,
just
the
parts
inside
of
of
that.
the orange.
Yeah, the flesh.
It's just that.
Yeah.
That's the pulp.
So they just literally just like get oranges in a bucket, like
Yes.
mash it with a hammer, and like all the
Yeah,
juice
that's-
come out, and then they just put the rest of the orange.
Have
in
you ever
there.
used like a juicer there where you
Or
like
like, have you ever
turn
had
it on the
like
thing?
fresh lemon, like in a cocktail, and it's not
It's
like
got, like,
perfectly
it's-
clear. It's
yeah.
got pulp.
Squeeze
So
the
that's
stuff.
what that is.
Yeah.
So it's just orange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why don't
Pulp.
people like pulp?
Because they think that it's
the
fresh.
consistency though. I like the consistency better. When I drink pulp-free orange juice, it's too thin. Like it's like water.
Oh, okay. I just all that stuff just seems like Pulp Fiction to me.
Terrible.
Quentin.
On that note,
I haven't seen.
You haven't seen it yet?
Once Upon
I
a
haven't seen
Time
the
in
new.
Hollywood.
I
I
haven't
need
seen
to
the
see
new
it.
movie, man.
I need to see it.
I
It's
do
like
too.
it's like 245. Like it's,
I
it's
heard
a
it was
long
310.
movie. 310.
That's what I heard.
It said 245 on
Oh,
Fandango.
was it? Maybe with the previews, it was
Okay.
310.
Fandango.
So you need like a lot.
Gotta block out.
I gotta
a
go
whole-
see that.
Avengers Endgame just came out on Blu-ray.
You watch The
I
Boys
still
yet?
gotta watch that. And I still gotta watch The Boys. I'm gonna do that this
I've seen
week,
The
maybe.
Boys.
Dude, check it out. I binged it.
Do it.
Also binged The Family on the Netflix.
What's that?
It's a documentary about a
Family.
well, it's about politics in Washington and the National Prayer Breakfast and the people that sort of like
Oh.
put that whole thing on. It's very interesting.
Oh, show
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
a lot
they-
of conspiracy theory stuff.
Not really conspiracy theory. They called him the Silent Billy Graham. Like the guy who ran it, like nobody knows who he was. I mean, they know who he was, but
The national. I've read some things about the National Prayer
Yeah.
Breakfast though that are
it's bipartisan,
okay.
bipartisan, and all
Yeah,
that. And I'm
no.
getting the wrap up.
But
So
you're gonna
we're not going to
shut
talk
up,
that.
We're not talking politics.
See, the hand reaches in from outside.
Give us
and
those little
says,
Debbies.
Give us the little Debbies. Let me hit the music so we can leave.
Hit that music.
And I have to make a very dramatic hand motion to do it so I know on the edit when I'm editing
That
this later
you're playing
that I'm
the
playing the music
music.
now.
I
and
just
it's
saw.
playing,
I just saw a man propose to his girlfriend by putting a ring on a cow litter.
Yeah, we should have talked about with the Madison Bumgarner
dang.
stuff.
Yeah.
Because he gave his wife a cow as a wedding present.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. So
That's
he did not.
an
He did not marry
utter
Madison. Bumgarner.
disappointment.
That was worse than my Pulp Fiction.
That was
joke.
not
That
worse.
was
That was worse. Chuck actually laughed at my Pulp Fiction joke.
yeah. Because I
Trump's
could
trying not
see
to
it.
laugh.
Like I could see that one coming. Like I knew. I was thinking of it. I was thinking, how do
Oh.
I get to Pulp Fiction? And
Just
Blaney
because you're not on
okay.
top of it enough to,
squeeze the
think of
teat
the
of jokes.
yeah,
That's the
utter.
yeah.
Alrighty.
Milking the
then.
cow.
Well, that's what we're doing in the show right now.
We are
is-
milking it
We're just
as the
milking it.
time goes out. So yeah, go like us on Facebook.
Oh, we were supposed to bring in the box for the end
Oh.
Too late. You got to tune into Facebook
Yeah.
apparently to go see it because
because Chuck is an
can't
ass.
get it.
Well, I can't just walk out in the
Somebody
middle
could
of a
have
show.
delivered it
and-
to us like a butler.
Oh, look at this. Maybe it's a guy with a mustache who's bringing us a box of little
Is that Sturgill Simpson?
Debbies. That's Sturgill Simpson. Ladies and
That's
gentlemen, Sturgill Simpson
that's
here
the
on the
mo-
podcast.
We finally got him after
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah,
All right.
that's the
There it
most
is.
handsome guy I've ever seen.
God dang, you single?
Well,
Single and sexy.
oh, look
Oh,
at
shit.
Ooh.
No, I am utterly disappointed.
Well, let's wait
Stole
and
Kim's
check
thunder.
in to Facebook to see what's in here, but also go to iTunes, rate and review. It helps. All that fun stuff.
Interesting.
Are
Any
we
final
done?
thoughts?
Because I know. Oh, are we done?
There it is right there.
I know why they sent these because they're new.